Hey everyone, Sargana here. Welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm bringing you a new army which I first saw in Eric's channel. I think it was a challenge from Finn or something like that, and it was just using mass witches and mass skelly spells, just bringing a lot of skellies. I'm bringing you this army. So the one that I'm using, I'm bringing 3 super world breakers, 23 witches, and instead of 11 skelly spells, I'm bringing 10 skelly spells, a poison, and in the CC I bring 3 ice golems and 3 freezes with a log launcher as well. And the main reason why I bring this sort of army is because I used it in Legends. So in Legends you really don't know what type of base you're going to be going against, so this army is really good for that. So let's go to the first attack. Okay, so this is the first attack against Castigador, and this base, this attack is really good against single Infernos. And on this occasion we have 3 single Infernos, which I must say, when I started the season this month, everyone was running singles, and I really don't know why. Probably maybe they're better against dragons. But yeah, there were so many singles. So usually I put the skelly spells to distract defenses. Then I put my witches in a line, putting the log launcher with my king, queen and warden in the center, and then just sending everything in. The wall breakers, I opened the initial compartments, basically just to be able to create that bit of a funnel, and I send the log launcher usually on the other side of the tunnel. Like you can see, the tunnel is all the way to 7 o'clock, and I sent it all the way from 2 o'clock. I end up using the Royal Champion just to kind of trim some defenses. Probably when you do it, maybe don't do what I'm doing. You can keep the Royal Champion in case that the tangle doesn't go down, and then you can use the Royal Champion with the freezes to try to bring it down. But I think that you gotta risk it for the biscuit, and I always do this kind of stuff, just using the Royal Champion just to trim the defenses, just to make sure that my main army does push towards the town hall. Now, because of this approach, I must say that I have gotten quite a few 1-stars in Legends League, but I also got quite a few 3-stars. So it really depends on your style of attack, and like if you're just playing for fun, this is actually a pretty fun little army, very easy to use, extreme spam. But we're just gonna see a couple more videos, and I also have a couple of attacks against bases with multi-infernos. So you will see that it can also do it, although like if you're going against 3 multi-infernos, it's pretty hard, basically because the skelly spells can't really tank much. The multi-infernos just kill the skellies really quickly, and then all of the other defenses, they just start targeting your witches, your heroes, and then it just doesn't work. So over here again, you will see I usually deploy maybe like 4 skelly spells, and then I put my witches, the log launcher, the king, the queen and the warden, and I let them go in a little bit using the super wall breakers just to open some of the layers, just so that they go towards where I want them to go. I want them to go towards the center of the base, using the warden ability once they're a little bit more inside, and keep putting those skelly spells down. You can either use them all at the beginning just to make sure that most of your push keeps going through the base, or you can just hold on to them and then just end up putting them in the center of the base, where the single Infernos are, where the scattershots are, where the expos are. But obviously in this occasion, if I put them where the singles are, that town hall, scattershots, there's so much damage that those skelly spells would be nothing. So I thought it was better to use them at the beginning rather than at the end. And obviously the 3 ice golems, you want them to get all the way towards where the town hall is, so that whenever they die, they do end up freezing it, and it's gonna help you a little bit more. Although like if they don't help you with that, you still have 3 freezes that if you haven't gotten the town hall down, try saving them for as long as you can for the town hall. Over here we've got the queen with abilities, so the town hall goes down nice and quick, and then we can get rid of the expo, and once that's down, the builder hats cannot kill this amount of witches. Look at how many we've got. I don't think any has died. Like, that was a pretty strong attack, and this is a base that I usually struggle a lot with dragons. So here we've got another base, and look at that, we've got 2 multi-infernos and only 1 single inferno, and that single inferno is next to the temple. So where would I come? I remember I come in opposite from the temple, so I would come around 10 o'clock. So I end up putting my 4 skelly spells, my initial tanking, then I put my witches, And then the witches, as soon as they get put down, they spawn all the skellies. So then apart from your skelly spells, now you have the witch skellies that are also tanking. So all the point defenses, they're useless, and it's only the splash damage, i.e. the wizard towers, the scatter shots, the multi-infernos, which can really kill your army. But if you keep them tanked, like if you keep the scatter shots tanked, it's fine. You can't keep the multi-infernos tanked, but that's okay. If you can get rid of them as soon as you can, or send your heroes for the multi-infernos, then it's going to be perfect. And the other reason why I decided to get rid of one of the skelly spells and bring a poison is because of this. Having the super minion army, and yeah, I know that witches can target air, but it takes them ages to get to where the super minions are. And they just keep hitting, and somehow they're amazing at knowing where my heroes are, and they always end up hitting my heroes. Even though there's a million skellies there, they end up hitting my heroes. So I decided to bring that poison just to get rid of that CC a lot faster. Over here we still have the queen with ability, that's gonna go down. We still have like a million skellies, but they're all gonna die to the poison, sadly. But we still have the royal champion as well helping the queen, and I don't think I ever have to use the queen ability on this base. So this was against a base with 2 multi-infernos. Now the next base, I believe it also has 2 multi-infernos. Yep, there we go, 2 multi-infernos. They're in the center of the base as well, which is pretty hard because you want to get rid of them as soon as you can. Also the eagle, you want to get rid of the eagle as soon as you can. So we've got the temple on the right hand side. So where are we gonna come up? If you guess from the top left, you guessed correctly. We're gonna put the skelly spells to tank, then put the witches in the line behind, the log launcher in between. Well, I put it there just mainly because I wanted my heroes to go into the eagle compartment, and then I wanted to open the rest of the center of the base so that my heroes could keep walking up. Also, I think I'm going to be a little bit slow, and my king is going to end up going all the way down. The Inferno Dragon and the super minions come out of CC, so I put my poison down. Also, the skelly spells, you can use them to tank the defending heroes, and that way you can either use your royal champ or queen or king if they're heading that way, or even the witches. They will kill the royal champion and they will kill the queen so quickly. And if you have one skelly spell just tanking them, it gives them even more time to get rid of them. And as you can see, I've got all of my witches still there in the center of the base with the queen, with the king. In the end, it ended up working. They did end up going to the center of the base. So as I said before, this is just a massive spam attack. Like, it's kind of like you set it up, you kind of have to see, okay, which way do I want to come in, where to put the log launcher where you're gonna be breaking the most walls, and then it's free for all. Let's try and get a triple. And a lot of the time you do get a triple, and that's the thing with this army. It's just crazy. It should not work, but it's working. And if you're going into war with a base that has 3 single infernos, well, now you know which easy attack you can use and smash that base. This base got smashed. Still a million skellies left, and we got that triple. Well, that's the army. As I said before, 23 witches. Now you can bring mass witches as well if you want without super wall breakers. It really doesn't matter, but then your witches might walk a little bit more, so that's why I like bringing the 3 super wall breakers. Again, you can also bring the 11 skelly spells, but I prefer bringing the poison as well for the CC. And in our CC is the log launcher, the 3 ice golems, and the 3 free spells. Well, if you liked the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. See ya.